Hello everyone and welcome in today's video. Today I will be teaching you how to select a very extremely complicated object in Photoshop, such as this tree that has many branches, many leaves, and small details that need to be refined and selected. The first thing is for selecting an image that is extremely high detailed or very complex in shape is that you need a very great contrast with its background. As you can see, we have a very dark tree. Tree. We have a very big tree here. It's very dark. It has a lot of contrast with its background. The background is light, a little bit of blue hues over here and there, but that's okay. The thing is that we need a lot of contrast between the foreground and the background itself. Today's trick is a very old one. I've seen it being used back in 2010s. The trick is that you do not check anything from here or from your main layer panel. You go to channels. So every image that is digitally color coded, like RGB, has three layers. It has a blue one, green layer, and a red layer. Among these three layers, there is one layer that has the most contrast between all of them. Blue one is usually the one that has the highest contrast between all of them. You can see a very dark tree and a very bright sky behind it. So we're going to choose this one. First step here after choosing the layer with the most contrast is to duplicate it by clicking on it and dragging it on the plus icon. So we have a copy over here. Next is you need to raise the contrast even more to get it to pure black on your subject and pure white on your background. So you have the highest separation between these two objects. So by hitting Ctrl+M, you open up the curves menu. You lower this button over here. Okay, you lower it here, get dark as possible, and you raise this button over here. So as you can see, I'm going to zoom in here. We have pure white. There's nothing in this area. It's completely blown out, pure white, and we have pure black over here. Nothing, just one single pixel of gray over here. See, this is exactly what we want for our for the most sharpest and the most accurate selection possible. See, all the details are now extremely visible. Okay, every single tree branch, every single leaf is visible right now, and it has its own edge. This is not 100% accurate, remember this, but it is one of the best ways and easiest ways to select a complex object in Photoshop, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. So after creating the high contrast version, you click OK. Now, there are a couple of ways to select this. If you have one single object, that you can see I have grass over here, so I'm a little bit of a hustle over here. So you can go to select menu, go to color range, and select on random black spot. You can see over here that all the black areas has been selected. When I press OK, you can see the marching ants all around it. I'm having the crop tool selected, so excuse that. So for now, we are going to, after selecting this was one of the ways you can select it, or you can just click and control on your layer. It will select it, but in inverse. Okay, so you have to click this option over here to invert your selection, so you can get all the black areas selected. And that depends on your image. Maybe your image, the part of your image you want to be selected is white, so that depends on your image. Now, after this, we are going to delete the copied layer from our layer channel. Alright, gonna go to our layers, click our background layer, and hit Ctrl and J, Command J on Mac to duplicate it. Now, if I remove this, my tree is selected, so I'm just gonna remove this area. Give me a second. Just gonna delete this, and we have a perfectly selected tree over here. All the leaves and branches. YouTube compression will kill this, but give me a second. Let me fill this up with a bright color. And there we go. We have a beautiful tree over here. Everything is selected. All the tiny leaves. You can see this tiny branch has literally 1 pixel width, and it is selected. You can do whatever you want to it. Let's just type something behind this. Caps lock on. Tree. There we go. And this was selecting a complex object in Adobe Photoshop using channel layers.